Welcome, spiritual travelers, to another Mystic Owl Pickacard reading. Today, the theme is about your partner or your loved one or your crush and what they are thinking about you right now. It's about trying to get an insight into their thoughts and how they're feeling towards you. We have 5 piles today. We have Smurf, it's pile 1. We have the upside down monkey, it's pile 2. We have the rose quartz elephant, it's pile 3. This little monkey dude is pile 4. And the little ceramic doggy is pile 5. As per usual, please use your intuition, look over the cards and make a decision. The timestamps will be in the description box and in the comment section below. Remember, this is a general reading, so take only that which resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Let's move on to pile 1 and find out what your partner is thinking and feeling. Welcome, pile 1, with Grumpy Smurf. I don't think that's an omen, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Let's find out how your person, the person that you're thinking about right now, what they think and feel about you by looking at your oracle cards. Your first card is the rune of Algas, which is a rune of spiritual protection. And that's like the elk horns sort of protecting the elk, basically. It also I always see it as like an umbrella, protecting you from the rain, basically. You have the Sandpiper Spirit, number 51, and be playful. You have number 40 in visualization, imagination, focus, experience, and manifestation. Awesome. And your final card is the card of sound, number 33. Music, silence, rhythm, and vibration. Well, instantly from those cards, pile 1, I get a feeling that this person's a bit of a dreamer. With the card of visualization, and be playful, the Sandpiper Spirit, I see a really fun-loving, dreamy energy here. I'm really getting like the energy of like the Knight of Cups in the tarot deck. Someone that's a bit of a charmer but playful, is quite poetic and romantic, especially with the sound card here. And so I think what they're doing right now is sort of really delving into their imagination and fantasizing about where this relationship could go. I am actually getting a lot of Piscean vibes here. A bit of a dreamer, someone that is in their own head a lot. And with the moon here too, also moon representing Pisces in the tarot deck. Yeah, this person is quite dreamy. I do sense that they probably are quite often very aloof with you with communicating in general. During conversations, you'll find that they're off in their own little world, la la land, not always paying attention to what you're saying. And I don't think it's that they're not interested or anything. I think it's just because they're a bit of a dreamer, that they have like imaginations running through their mind all the time, just fantasizing about what could be in the future, basically. And with the card of Algas and protection, I really do sense that they really feel that this relationship could be something quite magical. They're imagining and fantasizing about where this could go and how amazing and magical this relationship could be. I do also sense that you've not always had, it's not always been an easy road with you with this person. Whether you're in a relationship with this person or if you are trying to develop a relationship or you have feelings for them, I sense that it hasn't always been easy in terms of actually understanding where it's going or how you've connected with each other, with the lotus flowers coming out of the pond here. I do sense that something is emerging, basically, too. Something's emerging from a darker period. You've been through some darkness, or the relationship hasn't always been so stable. But now this person is really starting to see what it could be and where it could go, and is in a period of, I guess, fantasizing about this relationship's future. I do also get the sense that there is a little bit of a feeling of purpose and destiny in this relationship too, with the Alga's rune here, and protection, that this relationship is protected, whether it be because it's meant to be a long-lasting, loving relationship, or if there's something in this relationship that is meant to manifest, or for some reason you've met from a sort of karmic perspective, this relationship is protected to some degree. But let's find out what that could be and how else they may be feeling towards you by looking at your tarot cards. I am also seeing a lot of beauty in this reading too. So you've got the guy in the Alga's card who's got like this ripped body, and this woman playing the cello just seems really like ethereal to me. There's a lot of like love and passion in this relationship. The first card that just jumped out there was amazing. I do also sense that this person is a bit of a romantic, like a poet. I think they've probably got like a really soothing and magical, soft voice. There's something about them that is just really ethereal and just captures your attention. You can't stop thinking about them, pile one. But I also sense that it goes both ways, that they feel the same to you too. Okay, let's check those three cards out that have come out. Your first card that came out of the deck is the King of Cups, and compassion, control, and balance. The King of Cups being really, I feel, like the archetype of Piscean energy. Somebody that is like in control of their emotions, very emotionally balanced, but also a bit of a dreamer too. There's a real like romantic and airy feeling to this reading and how this person is feeling towards you. But I do sense that they are aware of their feelings, how they do feel towards you. They know what they want from you, but they're just in this phase of like, I guess, fantasizing where it can go and what it can be. They're sort of playing around and letting it just be the playful, romantic, fun-loving relationship that it is at this point in time. But they do feel, they do see it going somewhere pretty amazing. I guess you've just got to let them sort of be in their own imagination and hope that whatever they're feeling and thinking will come out somehow, that they'll express their feelings somehow. You've also got here the Page of Matches in reverse, procrastination, aimless, and setbacks, which isn't really surprising to me in the sense that if with the Piscean energy, they do sort of procrastinate. They do like to avoid dealing with situations. They put their head in the sand and pretend that things are always far more brighter and happier and chirpier than they really are. So potentially they're not facing reality, or they're not so grounded in terms of actually making the most of this relationship right now, or actually communicating their feelings with you. And I think it's basically because they feel that those feelings are communicated through their actions, the way that they the things that they do, their gestures, their mannerisms towards you. And the last card that jumped out is the Six of Buttons in reverse. It says here unpaid debt, stinginess, and self-care. I am also starting to think that they're holding back a little bit too, pile one. They are imagining where this can go, and what they're feeling is pretty amazing. I sense that there's a lot of love, compassion, a real joyful energy towards you. They want something pretty amazing with you, but yeah, potentially they've had some heartache in the past. Things haven't worked out in relationships, so there's a little bit of fear in terms of communicating those feelings. They're afraid of taking that next step because even though they feel that it could be something truly amazing, and they're fantasizing about this really beautifully romantic and passionate relationship, there's also a little bit of fear sort of taking that next step in terms of it maybe not working out, or not actually being as amazing as they're making it out to be in their own head. I do sense that this group or this person really dreams a lot, and sometimes what they hope they can manifest in life is maybe a little bit out of their reach, I sense. So it's about trying to communicate how you feel and reassuring them that you have the same feelings and that this relationship can go to the next level if that's what you want. And I do sense that's what you're after, Power One. But also just making sure that they're aware that, you know, all relationships have flaws and there's always some problems to overcome, and that nobody's perfect either, so that they need to accept the relationship for what it is and not try and imagine it into being something that is far beyond reach or putting you on a pedestal, basically. The last card here is the Devil in reverse. Detachment, freedom, temptation. Okay. Potentially too, pile one. I think they're sort of vacillating between how amazing this relationship can be and what it could be. And also, I guess I hate to say it, but also they're afraid of letting go of their own freedom. It's not so much that they're looking for someone else or wanting or hoping for something better. That's not the case at all. I do think that they are really into you. They love the time that they spend with you, and there's a real strong need to really protect you or to protect this relationship and to take it to the next level. But I do sense the reason why they're procrastinating and not moving forward is because they're afraid of losing their own freedom. They're afraid of commitment, really. And that's a hard thing to really communicate. So even though there's a bit of a conflicting energy here, they have strong feelings and they see it blossoming into something amazing. But they're also afraid of losing a sense of self or being able to do what they want when they want. And I think if you want this to move forward, you need to be really understanding in terms of allowing them to still have their freedom in this relationship, to being able to do what they want, to giving them their own time, letting them get out and see their friends, or to still undertake certain activities that really are meaningful to them. I sense that they feel that when they come into this relationship, they're really losing a sense of self, but they also do understand that commitment could be something even more important and bigger than just themselves. So it's about you reaching out and communicating how you're feeling and reassuring them that you do feel the same, but also that you also need your freedom and that you're willing to allow them to have their own time if and when they need that. That's all I have for you, pile 1. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's move on to pile 2. Welcome, pile 2, with the handstanding upside down monkey, which I always see as like the hanged man in the tarot deck, which is about a sudden pause or a forced pause, time to reevaluate. But let's see what your cards say and find out how your significant other or that special person is feeling and thinking towards you by looking at your oracle cards. The first card that you have is number 65, Whale Spirit. Trust the great mystery. That's always a good sign. The next card that you have is number 24, Love. Excellent. That's what we like to see in a love reading. Love, kindness, benevolence, sharing and receiving. Beautiful. Your next card, okay, wow, is another heart chakra related card, number 23. Forgiveness, letting go, healing, growth and compassion. And your final oracle card is the rune of Rido. Which is the rune associated with taking action and moving forward. Like really progressing on a journey. It kind of reminds me a little bit both of the Knight of Swords a little bit, but without the real eagerness associated with it. Also like, I guess, the Three of Wands and continuing on your journey, having a vision and taking steps to move forward. I sense for you, pile 2, I've just noticed actually, wow, you've got 23 and 24, so there's a progression there, which really reminds me of the card of Rider and actually progressing, moving forward. There's something emerging for this person. The way they're feeling is emerging. They're coming out of something, some heartache. They're moving from this darkness into the light, I sense. Whether they've been through a past trauma, a really bad breakup, or just some sort of internal darkness, dark night of the soul potentially, or they've lost a loved one, they've had some personal trials to overcome. But I do sense they're coming into a place of just being a lot more free, a bit more like a free spirit, loving, showing their emotions, taking control of their life with the Rido card, and I guess with Trust the Great Mystery, letting go of any past trauma. And if you're in a relationship with this person, I sense that potentially there's been some ups and downs. Maybe you've hurt them somehow, or they've hurt you, and now you're in a place of recouping this relationship, making amends for past mistakes, forgiving each other, and just wanting to really come back to that place of love and, you know, being in that really loving, sharing relationship where you're there for each other and you're supporting each other and taking it to that next level, moving forward and moving past any issues that you've had in the past, basically. If you are single and this is someone that you're fantasizing about, that you have feelings for, potentially you've just started out a relationship with them and you're not sure where it's going, I do sense that it will take some time to really blossom, because they have had to really overcome some internal battles and some issues from past relationships, but they are ready now to move forward and to let go and to offer love and to really put themselves out there again. So either way, I do sense that this is a group of really having to move past some sort of challenge in a relationship, whether it be someone that you're with or someone that you're trying to start a relationship with. There's been some obstacles here, but I'm getting the sense that it's all clear now and that the path forward will be a lot more free and yeah, there's an energy of just really taking charge and moving forward, which is pretty amazing. On that for you, pile 2, let's get some further messages about how this person is feeling by getting some tarot cards. Ooh. I do see a very, like, loyal, loving, committed person here, though. This person is someone that when they give their heart over to someone, they really go in the whole hog, I think. They're really committed. They throw themselves completely into a relationship, and I feel that that's the reason why that they may have been a little bit reserved or holding back to start with is because they've done that in the past, and it's just only ended in heartache. Whenever they've really thrown themselves into a relationship, they've been hurt in the past, and so it's kind of been hard for them to try and do the same again, to allow themselves to open up to love and experience new things. But the rainbow indicates that they're at the end of this trauma, that they're willing to really let go and to see where this goes, to make a wish on this relationship and to take charge. I think this person is kind of like your best friend too. That if you are in a relationship with them or you end up being in a relationship with them, they're going to be that real committed, loyal partner that will support you through thick and thin. And I think maybe that's how they feel towards you, that they're hoping that you can commit and give them that same level of commitment that they're after. I get a real Cancerian energy from this group, actually. Someone that really dives deep into their feelings and emotions and will really give themselves over completely to a partner and to a relationship. Also quite a Libran energy too. Someone that works well in relationships and is quite is looking for their equal counterpart. Someone that has the same outlook on life, has been through similar experiences and wants the same things in a relationship. Ooh, interesting cards here. Okay, the first card that jumped out for you, pile 2, is the Unknown card and Divine Faith. This is a new Major Arcana card included by the creator of the 5 Centauri deck. And it parallels the Whale Spirit and Trusts the Great Mystery. There's something about this person. I do sense that they're a little bit mysterious. Like a bit of a closed book. You can't read them very well. You don't know how they're feeling and what they're thinking. I do sense that potentially sometimes they give you all the right answers and they show love towards you. That they're in and they're all in, but then other times they seem a little bit reserved, I guess. So they're kind of toing and froing a little bit, which is a little bit of a Scorpion vibe too. Scorpios. Just they're a little bit of a mystery, really. You don't know what they're thinking or feeling a lot of the time. But when you piss them off, they'll let you know. So you got here the Unknown and Trust the Great Mystery. There's something about this person that I sense is quite alluring too, because you don't always know what you're going to get with this person. But that's kind of drawn you in a lot. But I think it's basically they're just working through their own feelings. They've been hurt before in the past because they commit so deeply in relationships that they're really weighing up whether they want to go into that again. But I do sense they're sort of starting to lean towards taking control of their emotions and wanting to open up and to giving this relationship a shot. You just need to hold back and allow them to work through whatever it is they've been through. And on that, you've got here the 3 of Matches in reverse, obstacles, frustration, and delays. Yeah, which is really indicating, as I was talking about, that they're going through some internal battles. And it probably shows in the way that they're treating you too. So their inner emotions and their feelings internally are really reflected by their actions and the way that they communicate and the actions that they have towards you. I sense that you're a little bit torn, that this is not an easy situation to be in. There's a strong feeling of affection towards this person, and I do sense that they have that back to you, but they're just a little bit afraid of being hurt again. But I do sense that in time, very soon, they're going to just put that aside and take charge and really give this a go and see where it goes. The last card that you have here is the Ten of Matches, accomplishment, responsibility, and well, it says burnout, but I really think it's about like the end of this traumatic cycle that they've been through. I think they're starting to really let go of any pain or trauma that they've been through past relationships, and they're just getting a little bit over of that internal battle too. They're at the point of just wanting to say, fuck it, I'm done. I just want to see where this goes. I'm going to give it a shot regardless. I don't care what happened in the past. This person is really amazing. I feel something for them, definitely. And I'm willing to let go of any pain or trauma that I've been through in the past and to take charge and to see where it goes. But I do sense that it's not always going to be an easy ride for you, Pile 2. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs. This person's kind of an unknown entity, really. Like the box of chocolates, I suppose. I'm going to get one more card for you too, just to see potentially what they've been through. Let's find out what they've been through and why they're holding back. Can we get a clarifier on what this person's been through and why they're toing and froing, why they're going back and forth and how they're feeling? It doesn't seem like the cards want to give me that answer, which is not surprising considering you've got the unknown and the trust, the great mystery. Okay. The Chariot. Okay, wow. Determination, willpower. Right. Well, yeah, the Chariot is associated with the star sign of Cancer. I did mention there's a lot of Cancerian energy here. Of really delving deep into emotions, really wanting to commit wholeheartedly to a relationship. But I also sense, because they've thrown themselves so deeply into relationships in the past that haven't worked out, there's a lot of pain and healing that they need to have gone through. And they're almost at the end of that pain of and just willing now to let go and to try again. And with the Chariot is all about taking action, right? Which is similar to the card of Rider. You've got two cards here really indicating that this could take action or take flight very soon. It's just about being patient and riding the waves with this person, Pile 2, because, yeah, they've been through a lot. They've been through a lot of pain in the past. But I really do sense that this could be something amazing with the card of Love, forgiveness, and them letting go. And the two cards here of the Chariot and Rider, which is all about moving forward and taking action, and the Ten of Matches and accomplishment. This is something that could be quite amazing. It's just, you just got to be patient and let them work through whatever it is they've been through. That's all I have for you, Pile 2. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's move on to Pile 3. Welcome, Pile 3, with the Rose Quartz Elephant. Isn't he cute? I love this gem. Let's find out how that special person is feeling and what they're thinking towards you. They're looking at your oracle cards. You have the rune card of Ingwas, which is a rune associated with the new moon, which is all about fertility, growth, manifestation, bringing something new into reality, new beginnings, which is a great omen for a relationship, I must say. You have number 45, intelligence, education, knowledge, perception, flexibility. Ah, well, you have the crown chakra. Okay, there's two cards there related to the crown chakra and the violet, that violet color. And you've got number 22, which is a master number, associated with building a strong foundation. Dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusion. I am also drawn to the indigo and the purple here. Because this is about that other person, the person you're thinking of, that you have feelings for, wondering what they're feeling and thinking. I do see someone that's quite spiritually connected here. Pile 3. And every time I do a reading for pile 3, it always comes out. There's something for that. There's something about the number 3 for me in my readings, which is always a spiritual based reading. And even though this is a love reading about how they're feeling, I really sense that this person is going through something quite personal. That they're really tapping into something new. There's something new coming in for them with the card of Ingwas, which is about the new moon and fertility, new beginnings, and also with the card of Truth Transcends Illusion, with the dragonfly, which is the spirit animal of transformation. They're going through a transformation internally. They're really taking some time out, I think, to find out who they are and what they want from life, with the card of 45 and intelligence, education, knowledge, perception, and flexibility. I think they're trying to work out what their priorities are, or they've got some sort of new interest in life that they're really focused on, whether it be a new passion or something they're studying, or something they're trying to manifest and create, a new business. There's really something that they're focused on, and I think it could be this relationship. This is a new relationship potentially, and so they're really putting all of their energy into seeing how it transforms and where it can go. But to be honest, pile 3, I sense that it's something else, that there's another priority. There's something else that they're sort of focused on. And I really sense that they feel that they're guided to focus their energy on this other thing right now, especially with number 22, which is a spiritual number. You got the crown chakra here and another card associated with the crown chakra, indicating they're quite spiritually connected. Their crown chakra is quite open. They're probably receiving a lot of messages from the universe, a lot of synchronicities and signs, to sort of go a different direction. And I dare say that they're really passionate about something new, whether it be, a new form of study. I'm really getting from the intelligence card in the books. They're really focusing their time on something else. And it doesn't mean that they don't have an interest in this relationship. I just am really sensing that right now, this isn't their strongest priority. They really are focused on working out how they can manifest whatever it is that they're desiring right now. And not to say that this relationship can't go somewhere. Let's just see what else comes out by getting some further information about how they're feeling. I just saw 444 then as I looked at my camera, associated with number 22, the dragonfly spirit. They're trying to create something. The number 4 is a solid foundation, a really strong building something from scratch. There's something that they're trying to manifest and build. And it could be this relationship, but I really just sense that it's about a different passion or a new interest, something that they're really learning about. But on that, let's get some further messages from the tarot cards about what it is, how they feel towards you, what they're thinking and feeling towards you, pile 3. I also see there too, I just noticed that with the dragonfly spirit, there's a crown there on top of the dragonfly associated with the crown chakra. This person is really spiritually attuned, I sense, and probably feels that there's something that they have a mission in life. There's something that they need to do right now and they need to get on top of. And it's not just something that they need to do. I sense that they're drawn to it. They're quite passionate about it also. And they really feel that now is the time, with the card of Ingos being the card of manifestation and new beginnings. Now is the time for them to really focus on whatever it is that they're trying to manifest or learn. I get the feeling that they're very intellectual too. This is a very intelligent, intellectual group. This person is maybe an academic, or has a job that is quite highly regarded. Potentially they're going through a spiritual awakening and they're just in the process of changing their life completely, taking a new direction. Okay, the first card that came out for you is the card of 5 of Buttons in reverse, recovery. It says here charity and forgiveness. 5 of Buttons in reverse is coming out of a really hard time, some hardships in life. In the upright position, it's about coming from a place of feeling lacking in your life, that you don't have enough money or support or love, and that you're really struggling to just persevere on your path. But in the reverse position, it's about sort of overcoming that and really coming out of that energy. There's something really emerging here. They're seeing things a little bit more clearly and starting to understand maybe what their path is in life, or why they've been through some hardships potentially. They're reflecting on some hardships and starting to understand the deeper meaning or the deeper lesson associated with what they've been through. So I do sense that their focus right now is about self-love and recovery, and working on themselves with intelligence here too. I sense that they're working on themselves and learning to know themselves better. You have here the card of 6 of Cups, innocence, playful, joy, which is always a card of reminiscence, of looking back in your past and seeing things in a joyful light. I think they're really starting to look back on some things that they've been through, pile 3, and just starting to really see it from a different perspective. Whatever it was obviously very painful and caused some heartache and anxiety, I sense. But now they've done a lot of inner work and they're starting to really reflect upon those experiences and learning from them and starting to see how it actually benefited themselves. I'm just really getting the fact that this group is more self-focused rather than actually committing to a relationship. If you are in a relationship with this person and you've been through some horrible experiences, or you've been in a place where you've come from a place of lack and you're starting to recover from that, I do think that your partner is probably in a place right now of reflecting upon what you've been through. However, my gut instinct is really telling me that this person is probably more inclined to just wanting some alone time, or wanting to work through some things on their own before they have or are ready to commit to something bigger. The Queen of Needles here, honest, clear of mind, unbiased, right. And you have the Emperor in reverse, control, domination. Okay. So the Queen of Needles, which is the Queen of Swords in the Standard Tarot, really is quite similar or aligns with the intelligence card just here above it. The Queen of Needles is a highly intelligent, very intellectual archetype who is very honest and just doesn't tolerate any crap, sees through any bullshit basically, and just calls a spade a spade. And with the card of control and domination, I sense that they feel that in their past, they haven't had any freedom. That's what I'm getting from this. And now they just want to be free. I really sense this person, sorry to say it, pile 3, but I'm just calling it as it is. This person is, I sense, either going through like a bit of a midlife crisis or a bit of an awakening. There's something emerging in this person, and they really want to spend more time investigating their own interests and working out who they are and what their own priorities are. Potentially they've had some bad relationships in the past too, where they felt controlled. But what I'm really getting from this reading is someone that has found a new passion and is starting to really believe in themselves and wants to invest more time in themselves and find out where their life can go and what they want on their own. There's a very strong intellectual, like academic type feeling to this person. And I think they really just want to commit themselves to a new path. And to not really be so committed or to be kind of held back a little bit. It's probably not what you were hoping to hear, I sense, pile 3. But I do see a group that is quite spiritual and feels that they have a higher calling or something that they need to do, a new interest that they need to really invest in. And it's not so much that they are not interested in you. It could still be, this relationship could still be something quite amazing, but I do sense that their priority right now is just working on themselves and whatever it is that they feel they need to bring into reality. They have a calling, I sense, and that's their focus. That's their primary focus right now. I hope that resonated with you, pile 3. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's move on to pile 4. Hello there, pile 4, with the monkey playing some sort of interesting and weird musical instrument. I'm not sure what that is. Anyway, it's not important. Let's find out what your significant other, the person that you're thinking about right now, is thinking about you and how they feel by looking at your oracle cards. Your first oracle card, you have the rune of Northers, which is the rune associated with destiny or fate. And as you can tell with the hourglass, a bit of a sense of time running out or something needing to happen pretty soon. Your next card is number 29, the Giraffe Spirit. See the big picture. You have number 30 and Wheel. Expression, assertiveness, self-control, and direction. Lovely. And your final card is a card of relationships. Number 9, intimacy, freedom, acceptance, and trust. Well, the card of relationships is a good indication of how they're feeling, I sense. There's a lot of passion. They're definitely interested, I sense, if you're single and hoping that this relationship will advance. Or if you're in a relationship and just wondering how they're feeling, they're definitely thinking of you and they sense that it could go further. With the Giraffe Spirit, I see the big picture. I get the feeling, I sense that they feel that you are their significant other. I don't completely resonate with the term of soulmate or I would say divine counterpart, but I sense that they think that you are their divine counterpart, that they've found the one. Relationships, and a lot of orange in these cards related to the sacral chakra indicates that there's a real strong passion, and that they're really into you, basically. That they see the bigger picture in terms of seeing you really going the distance in this relationship and making something quite special out of it. I sense powerful. I do sense with the card of will and number 30, self-expression, assertiveness, self-control, and direction, that they are really trying to control the urge to blurt out how they're feeling to you right now. There's a lot on their mind and a lot that they want to say, and I think it's really related to how they're feeling and what they want from you. Basically indicating that they really want this relationship to go further. I sense that they want to take it to the next level, but they're really trying to hold back right now and waiting for you to maybe come to them or to express how you're feeling. So they're kind of torn, really. I sense powerful. There's a strong urgency and need or want to communicate how they're feeling and to take it to the next level. But they also sense that maybe the best thing to do is to hold back and to take it slow and to sort of allow the relationship to blossom as naturally as it can, basically. But I think that they really, there's a real strong indication here that they want to take it to another level, that they are willing to explore it and to see where it goes, to really connect and hold hands. Like that looks to me basically like two hands at a wedding sort of connecting before they sort of read out their vows to each other. To really confirm your commitment to each other, I think that this person, really is waiting for you to sort of reach out and to show the same affection back. Or maybe they're just a little bit afraid, potentially, of actually opening up, but they definitely have strong feelings towards you and they want it to go further. There's a lot of orange, really indicating a lot of passion, desire in this reading, I sense. So if this is somebody that you're not sure how they're feeling towards you, the cards are really indicating so far that you should go for it and just try and open up communication with them, because I think that's really what they're waiting on. They're waiting on you to show them some sort of reciprocal feelings. And if you are in a relationship with this person, you can really bet on the fact that they're willing to take it that next step. I do sense that they feel that there's an urgent need to really take it to that next level. Not only do they have an urgency to communicate how they're feeling, but I think for some reason they think that the time is running out, or that there's a real need to move on. But on that pile 4, let's find out how else they're feeling by looking at your tarot cards. I get a real sort of religious sort of vibe from this group too. Maybe you are religious, or at least very spiritual. So the card of Northus with the cross above the hourglass, and with the relationship and the two people holding hands, which is really, to me, sort of confirming a commitment, or reading vows and committing to somebody quite strongly. I do sense that this is a really committed group and that you may be quite spiritual and that you're willing to take it to that next level. I sense that I really get a feeling that they're almost at the point of wanting to propose, potentially, if you're in a relationship, or at least trying to verbalize or communicate how they're truly feeling towards you. And I think it's a really strong feeling of love and intimacy. But I do sense also that they're willing to wait for you with the card of Will and the turtle moving very slowly. They know it's headed somewhere. They know that this is something quite strong, and they're willing to sort of wait the test of time if they need to. I think you found a keeper, pile 4. Your first card. Wow, okay, there you go. You got the universe. Infinite growth, evolution, and possibilities. There's a confirmation that this relationship can blossom into something truly amazing, that it could be even more than you anticipate or expect, but it's just about reaching out and allowing that, opening up that channel of communication. I think they really want to communicate how they're feeling to you, and that's what's on their mind. They have an urgency to really tell you how they're feeling and to get that across. I think they already know that they know that you know how they feel, but they just want to be able to communicate because, well, telling people how you feel is the best way to really advance the relationship and to share in something truly amazing and special. The next card you have is the Ace of Matches and Inspiration, Opportunity and Potential. Okay, this is amazing reading. This could go somewhere truly phenomenal. I think you already know that it's a special relationship and that it's probably the one that will stand the test of time. But I think it has the potential to be even more than you could truly imagine. With infinite growth in the universe, and it does say here potential and opportunity, this is your divine counterpart, I sense. The universe card, yeah, this is definitely guided from something higher, especially with the giraffe spirit here and see things from a higher perspective. This is a relationship that was destined to occur, and it will stand the test of time with the turtle here. Your next card is the Hangman in reverse, in resistance, stalling and delays. And your final tarot card here is the Two of Needles, confusion and indecision. I really do think that that's just about a slight fear in how they think you are feeling. There's a little bit of resistance in them to communicate their feelings to you, pile 4, because I guess there's always a little bit of fear of opening up and actually being vulnerable and sort of giving your fate over to somebody else. So even though I do feel that they know that you have the same feelings and that this is something truly amazing and can really go somewhere quite special, there's a little bit of fear and resistance, so holding back from actually being intimate and taking that next step, because I guess they're just not sure about, well, there's always a little bit of fear that maybe you won't feel the same, or that you won't be in for the long haul, or you won't actually accept that commitment that they potentially will be proposing to you. And I think what needs to happen here is that you also need to sort of show them that you feel the same. If this is a strong relationship that you've been in for a while, then you need to also show that you are committed and that you are in for the long haul. And if it's someone that you like or you want to really strengthen a bond with and be in a relationship with, then potentially it's time for you to sort of show back that you have the same feelings. So even though they think this could be something quite amazing, there's just a little bit of hesitancy, and I think that's natural, really. They want to take that leap of faith, but it's always hard when you're standing at the precipice to actually throw yourself off and actually be vulnerable and open, I sense. There is a real dichotomy here with the Northus and the Hourglass. There's a sense of running out of time too, but also with the Will card and the turtle moving very slowly, there's a real sort of conflict between how they're feeling internally. One part of them wants to rush out and be bold and say, I'm in, I really want this to go somewhere amazing, but the other part is kind of holding back and waiting just to make sure that you actually feel the same, basically. So I think if you want this to advance, pile 4, the communication needs to go both ways. That's all I have for you. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's move on to pile 5. Welcome, pile 5, with the little doggy. Isn't he cute? Let's get insight into how your significant other, that special person, is feeling and what they're thinking by looking at your oracle cards. The first card that you have here is the rune of Tyros, which is the rune associated with the warrior and strength. It's also the rune of taking control, justice, and getting what you deserve, basically. Ooh. You have number 56. I love this card. Spider Spirit. Make your dreams real. I love this card. Beautiful. Kind of reminds me of Christmas with the little orbs hanging from the web. Ah, lovely. You have the card of insight, number 42. Understanding, awakening, awareness, and self-evaluation. I'm instantly drawn to the amount of purple and indigo in all of these cards here, all 3 of them. And your final oracle card is the card of number 12, desires, goals, passion, craving, and fulfillment. Okay, awesome. All right, pile 5. I sense that your other person, your special person that you're thinking of right now, has feelings that are actually developing towards you. They are starting to explore some emotions and how they actually feel towards you. I think that it's something that is growing inside of them. I think it's kind of it's like a birth, something new, a new passion, a new desire. And I think they're really quite willing to explore it and see where it goes. So you've got here, make your dreams reality, indicating that they are starting to truly believe that this could be something quite special and unique, and a relationship that could really sort of blossom into something quite amazing. And with the card of desires and the woman looking quite sexual, reaching out, also an insight and awakening. There's some strong feelings awakening in them about you, basically, and where this relationship could go. If you are single, and this is someone that you sense could develop into a relationship with, then I think it's time to really sort of reach out like the woman is in this desires card. Let's have a look at it again. And really show how you feel too. It's time to show them that you are open to receiving this relationship. And so just to give them a little bit more confidence and comfort in actually reciprocating those feelings. With the card of the warrior here, or Tyros and the warrior, in a love setting, that's really about learning to trust their feelings. This person is sort of tapping into something that they probably haven't ever experienced before. I sense that there's some new emerging feelings and emotions that they're just learning to sort of like sit with and evaluate and to see where it goes, basically, to allow it to blossom. So it's in a kind of like, I guess it's a relationship in the making, in the sense that those feelings are starting to grow within them. If you have some strong feelings for them, I think the best thing that you can do is to sort of show that those feelings are reciprocated and just allow them to really have time to allow their feelings to grow and to blossom into whatever it is that they want it to be, and then wait for them to come to you, I sense. I am getting a sense also, pile 5, like pile 4, that this could be a really divinely guided relationship. As I was saying in part 4, I don't really resonate with the term of soulmate and twin flames. I think that we all are on our own journey in life, and we're here for our own special purposes, but part of that is learning to love and to be open to relationships, to giving and receiving. And we're sharing a life together, or sharing sort of being in a partnership could really boost both of your lives in many aspects, in terms of finding happiness, new experiences that you would never have imagined, meeting new people, collaborating financially. I think this could go somewhere quite amazing. But what they're doing at the moment, I think they're really just kind of weaving their web. They're allowing these feelings to manifest and grow. They're exploring something that they've never felt before. I am getting a very spiritual vibe from this group too. With all of the purple and the indigo, I sense that this is a really deep spiritual connection. And that you've been guided to this person for a specific reason. On that, let's find out where this relationship will go and how they're feeling by getting some more information from the tarot cards. I do see where the card of Tie was too. It looks like an arrow pointing up, which to me sort of points towards the North Node, I suppose, or the Northern Star, in terms of really finding your destiny. And although I don't believe in twin flames, maybe you were always destined to meet this person for a specific reason, whether it be for a truly deep, connected relationship, or maybe just to sort of guide you on your journey in life. There's a reason that you're meeting this person, but there's obviously a lot of strong desires and a lot of passion and sexual desire there, so it might be worth exploring that anyway. Oh, the cards are really jumping out for you. Pile 5. Okay, the first 3 cards that have come out. You have the Knight of Cups, the Charmer, Proposal, Romance. There you go. So, yeah, I do sense that this relationship is really blossoming into something quite amazing, quite romantic, very, there's a lot of, like, this person sort of really warms your cockles, I sense, you know, you get butterflies when you're around them. Potentially you get a little bit tongue-tied too. You don't know what to say or how to act. They just sort of melt your butter, I would say. But I think that clearly they're a bit of a charmer. They've sort of won you over somehow by charming you, or just being really playful and light. It's a really nice energy that I'm getting from this person. You've got here the Moon card too, and the subconscious, intuition and illusion. So potentially this has been a destined meeting with the Moon card and subconscious. So it sort of taps into past life karma and actually having been destined to meet this person, potentially in your soul contract when coming to Earth. You both agreed to meet for a particular reason. I do sense that it is because you are destined to be in a relationship and move forward in life together, that you will sort of elevate each other and bring out the best in each other. I also see with the moon being about manifesting something special. You can use the moon phases to manifest your desires into reality. So I sense that this relationship could go somewhere pretty soon. That if you communicate how you're feeling, that those feelings will be reciprocated. But also that there's a deeper meaning for meeting this person. And your final card is the card of King of Needles. Intellect, authority, and discipline. Yeah, with that card, I'm really getting the vibe that there's a real deeper meaning into why you met this person. And I do sense that part of that is because you're meant to really connect at a real sort of sexual, primal, fun-loving, loving sort of connection. But potentially it's about sort of bringing out the best in each other, or actually bringing something to light in each other that you hadn't been aware of. This person is meant to help you grow or work through some sort of karma, I sense, with the Moon card here. And insight too. So it might be worth sort of taking some time and evaluating why you've met this person and what the deeper meaning of it could be. I think definitely explore the feelings that you have with this person for sure. But I sense it's more than that for you, Pile 5, that this person or this meeting was meant to occur for a deeper reason, to bring something to light in both of your lives, to allow you to move forward on your journey somehow. I'm just going to get another card, basically, to find out what that could be. I do sense potentially it's a karmic lesson too, with desires here. With the card of Taiwas and the rune of moving forward and direction, and insight with what looks like a karmic wheel behind the woman meditating, that there is some sort of karma involved here. And a lot of people tend to think that karma is a bad thing, but it's just a lesson, really. Or things returning to you, something coming back around that you need to experience again, or something that is due to come to you because of the good energy that you've put out. Determination, the Chariot. Okay. Willpower. Control. It's about moving forward. This person is meant to, like the card of Taiwas here, and the arrow pointing forward to your North Node. This person is really helping you move towards your North Node, I sense, Pile 5. That you've met this person. It was fated. You was fated to meet this person so that they can help you and you can help them both move towards something bigger and greater in your life. I do sense that this is a relationship that could really blossom into something amazing and could stand the test of time. But the main reason that you've met this person, I sense, is so that you can actually, you're both leading each other to something bigger on your journey in life, to manifesting, I think, your soul purpose, really, which is truly amazing. They also could be helping you sort of open your intuition, delving into the deep part of your subconscious and really bringing things to light that you need to face, and so that you can move past these things and keep on your journey in life. This is a really deep karmic relationship that was always meant to occur, I sense. So yeah, definitely explore it and see where it goes. That's all I have for you, Pile 5. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you in the next video.